Hi, I'm Khalees.
And I'm Zion, and we're part of the Nottingham Youth Commission, which is a group of young people in Nottingham that want to put an end to knife crime.
Today we'll be talking to the young people who have a first-hand experience around knife crime, as it is an increasing issue today on our streets. So what happened on the day?
I woke up, just gone on my normal day. Thought I'd check my socials, check my Facebook. I received a message from my friend saying, that my boy's gone. At first, I thought it was like, a kind of joke or something, or maybe he's just joking or messing around. And then I scroll through my news feed, and then I start seeing all these news stories about how he's gone. And yeah, it was unreal for me. Something I couldn't believe. But yeah, that took a while for me to take in.
How did that make you feel?
In the long term, it's affected me a lot. I think it's affected how I'm thinking of life, in terms of decisions, in terms of what people my age get up to, how important life is really. Yeah, it's definitely affected me in the long term, and it's something I want to use as something to work off on, and make sure that doesn't really happen to anyone else that I know, especially someone my age, because it's really sad to lose your life at that young of an age.
Do you wish you knew anything else about the law?
Yeah, so I recently found out, I think, that if you're involved in an altercation where you don't kind of threaten someone, but you happen to be around those people who are threatening someone or are holding knives or stuff like that, you can still have, can be arrested. A couple of weeks ago, I got caught up in an altercation where I was in an innocent party. I was just getting on with my day, and if I hadn't, kind of stepped back and walked away from it, it could have been a bit of a different story. So, to all those people that were there and that didn't threaten me directly, that they could have had, repercussions for their actions.
Can you tell us what happened on the day?
Well, on the day, obviously it was my birthday, so I was planning on going out and celebrating. I've linked it with a few friends, linked it with a few more friends, and headed off to town, not realising they've got conflict with other people from different areas. So when we've got into town, obviously upon enjoying the day and that, we've bumped into a few of the people that they've got conflict with. Obviously situations have escalated, it's kicked off, and then weapons were drawn. And when the weapons was drawn, at the time, because I wasn't involved, I didn't want to get involved, so I've withdrawn myself from the situation straight away. Me and my friends have gone a different direction and said to us, yo, where are we going now? But on the route of that, I kind of, under the fact that I was with them before, obviously I kind of got dragged in when everybody else got picked up and arrested. Even though I had no knife or weapon on me, I was still drawn into it and I was picked up as well.
How did that make you feel?
Well, at the time, being honest, I didn't know how to feel. I was just too confused. At that time, I thought to myself, I'd done nothing wrong. When they came over, I fully stated that I was not involved. I had nothing to do with it. They was not trying to hear that. They picked us up, picked up everyone who they thought was involved and who they needed, and took us off and did what they had to do. And in my head, I just couldn't get around the process. Why? Why didn't you just ask me there and then to find out if I was involved or not? I was just too confused because I had genuinely nothing to do with it. I didn't even know the situation. I didn't know the reason. Being honest, I didn't know, there was a couple of the people I didn't know. So, really, it was mad.
What do you wish you'd known about the law?
Being honest, I wish I knew more about the joint enterprise law, because if you know about it and you're refusing to stop it or bring the suspects to justice or whatever, you're part of it, so you are one of the suspects. I didn't know that at the time, and I wish I knew more. And if I did, then I would have been able to prevent it.
Would you have a message to the younger generation?
Yeah, as well, I would say to the younger generation, don't do things that you're going to regret later on in life, because the choices you make now will have a long-term impact. So when you make a mistake now, you might not think of it as a mistake now, and it might not affect you now. In the long run, it will affect you, and you will learn from your mistake. You will feel it.
You've just heard from a young person about joint enterprise. Joint enterprise means it's not just the person who uses the knife or weapon could be charged. Under joint enterprise, anyone who was with them at the time and knew what was happening and did nothing to stop it or did something which led to the incident could be charged under joint enterprise. Now you're going to hear from some members from the Nottingham Youth Commission who are going to speak to you more about the laws around knife crime.
Hey guys, so as you all know, I'm part of the Nottingham Youth Commission, which is about a group of young people trying to put a stop to knife crime around Nottingham. So what we've gathered is that a lot of young people around Nottingham don't actually know the laws concerning knife crime and how the knife crime system kind of works within the UK. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to ask you to give me the findings that we have found out. Is that cool? Yeah. Okay, so Curtis, tell me, what does the law say?
Okay, so it states that anyone under the age of 18 cannot be sold a knife, to carry a knife without good reason, unless it is a blade of 3 inches long or less, to carry, buy or sell a band type of knife, the use of a knife in a threatening way, and that can be any size of knife. The maximum penalty for an adult carrying a knife is 4 years and unlimited fine. You'll get a prison sentence if you're convicted of it more than once.
So Amy, tell me what you found out. What is knife crime?
Knife crime is a crime that involves the use of a knife. This includes carrying or buying a knife if under the age of 18, threatening someone with a knife, using a knife that is banned, a murder where the victim is stabbed with a knife, or a robbery or burglary where the perpetrator uses a knife as a weapon.
So Natalia, will I get in trouble if I'm associated with a gang?
Although gangs are not illegal, some gangs do involve themselves into illegal activities such as knife and gun crime. Being involved in a gang may mean that you are controlled by older members of the gang, and they may ask younger members to carry a knife for them, and they could persuade or force to do so by threatening the safety of friends and family.
So tell me, Kirk, what does guilty by association mean?
Sometimes you could be charged with joint enterprise if you was at a place where someone was killed, and you can still be charged even if you wasn't carrying a weapon.
So Sorrel, where can I go for help?
If you wanted to report an urgent crime, you can call 101, or for an urgent crime, you can call 999.